In the last month, my channel grew by 300% in number of subscribers. In the last month, my channel grew by 60% in the number of views. Hi, I'm not trying to impress you with how my channel is doing. I'm trying to give you an example of achievements. This is the kind of information that a recruiter is looking at from a candidate in the CV. This is the most sought after information, and this is one information which is not correctly put up in the CV most of the times. Hi, this is Namisha, a global recruiter and founder of Dignity Consultants. I'm here today to talk about the topic of achievements, and what I'm sharing is how to write achievements correctly in the CV, where to write, and so on. So we'll begin. So the first thing is that your achievement should be at a very noticeable place in your CV. I would suggest right at the start of the CV, your achievement should be there. In the among the first headings, maybe after summary or an objective or something like that, you should have your achievements listed. You should always have your achievements in the order of ascending order, starting from your current achievements, going down to your last achievements. Yeah, because everybody is interested in what are we doing in the present, so we have to start with our most recent achievements. You can also classify achievements in terms of your companies, like when I have people who have experience of 15, 20 years and they have achievements across various companies. We classify it in companies, that company A so and so achievements, company B so and so achievements. That is also what can be done, but your achievements have to be definitely on the first page of your CV, because you know that the HR is going to not give a lot of time to your CV, and the faster they catch your achievements, the more they are likely to read your CV further. So that is where achievement should be at the start of the CV. Now, why are achievements mentioned in the CV? So in every JD, you have words like go getter, excellent in the personal skills, leadership qualities, self starter, and these kind of requirements. Plus, there are some basic requirements of education and experience. So most of the times, this requirement of education and experience can be filtered out in the ATS. These days, it is very easy for me to just put a filter saying I am looking at only people who are BCom, people who are having 4 years plus experience, or so on, and I will get only those results. But after that, let's say I've narrowed it down to the basic criteria of location, education, experience. After that, maybe the 50 CVs I'm left with, who have applied to a job position or who have reached out to me. How will I differentiate them? The differentiation will happen on the kind of achievements they have. That is the only way I will be able to differentiate which of these 50 or which of these 10 stands out and which of these needs to be called first for the interview. So that is why achievements play an important part. And they also kind of attest to the HR that you have the skills required. When they are looking at somebody who's implemented a greenfield project, and here you are mentioning your CV as an achievement that you implemented a greenfield project in so and so company. If they are looking at somebody who has to exceed sales targets and you have achievement saying achieved 120% sales, this is all what is telling them what you need. To an extent that even there are times there are companies which is details which are not on the JD, like a sales position, the company is not going to mention maybe in the JD that they are looking at somebody who's handled a 100 crore business. But when they see on your CV that you have mentioned this, that becomes a reason saying that yes, this is exactly what they wanted. They wanted somebody who has handled a sales of say 100 crores. That is where achievements again fit in. Yeah. When you write your achievements, you need to be very, very specific. You cannot be vague. You cannot say things like increased sales, handled customer complaints. You have to be specific in terms of numbers. You have to mention things like how much impact did you make. Your impact has to be in numbers. Your impact has to have a time frame. When did you make an impact and how much was the impact? If you have any awards that you have received, they become your achievements, and that is what you can also put in. That is a attest to your being good at your work. Again, employee of the month, employee of the year, awarded by a CEO for so and so reasons. All that is the achievement that you can mention on the CV, and that will be a great plus point for your CV. Yeah. So that is how it is. Your achievements have to be with time frame. Your achievements have to have numbers. Your achievements have to have impact. So further on, I'm going to have a video where a slide where I will show you certain achievements. You can go through that. At the same time, please remember that your achievements definitely have to be something that you can prove in the interview. If you are saying increase sales by 120%, When you go in the interview also, you should be ready with the numbers that this was the sales before, this is how I did it, this was the target for me, say this was my 100% target, and this is how I achieved it. Yeah. Otherwise, this is going to have a negative impact. When you say that reduce customer complaints by 30%, you should be able to have that matrix with you where you can tell in the interview that how this was the kind of complaints that were coming in, these were the escalations, and this is how you reduced it. Same thing for production or accounts or anything, that you should have data credible enough to prove that. So when you have awards and certifications, obviously that is something you very easily possess. But when you are talking of numbers of the impact that you make, you also should have data to prove it. That is important. Don't put an achievement without having that data because it can backfire during the interview. Yeah. Students and freshers who are just starting out and don't have work experience, they can mention their academic achievements. Beyond the results and percentage, I'm sure everyone has some achievements. It can be extracurricular activities, it can be education achievements, it can be special projects that you have done. All that can come as an achievement. The idea is for an HR person or a selector to know that you have a holistic personality, you are a well-rounded individual, or you are multi-talented and so on, which is where it will become a plus point for you. Yeah, so that is how it should be. In case you need help in writing achievements in your CV, you can let me know in the comments below. You can also mail me on the email ID given in the description, and I will reply to you and I will connect you and help one-on-one in terms of writing achievements in your CV or doing any kind of changes or analysis for your CV. Yeah, thank you so much.